Hello once again, I welcome you to Marriage Without Tears channel. My name is Felix Okeke. I am your marriage counselor and coach. Last week we looked at 5 ways by which you can, 5 smart ways by which you can actually grow your marriage. But tonight on Marriage Without Tears, we are looking at the secrets of success in marriage. Very, very fundamental. If you must see that your marriage meet expectations, if you must see that your marriage stand the test of time, then you need to listen attentively to this very particular production. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so immediately. There's a red button right here. Click on it and get subscribed and be part of this awesome family. What are the secrets? I would just like to give us 5 of them. And I want you to add it with what we said last week. 5 of them. The first secret of highly successful, or the secret of success in marriage, the very first one is simply sincere love. When there is sincerity in love, when love is honest, when love is true, when love, the affection you have for one another is not based on any ulterior motive, when the affection you have for one another is true, when you are committed in love, because love embodies a whole lot of things. It embodies sacrifice, it embodies commitments, it embodies passion, it embodies all manner of things. It embodies companionship and the capacity to be empathic to your partner. That is what love means. If there is genuine love in a relationship, that marriage will last. If there is genuine love in the relationship, we discover that trust is built out of that. You discover that there is harmony. You discover that intimacy flows naturally because there is genuine love. So sincere love is very, very important. And if you have been listening to us on this channel, you will have discovered several ways of growing this kind of sincere love. Very, very important indeed. If you don't have sincere love, it is very difficult for your marriage to stand the test of time. So I want you to look at that very well. See how you can grow the love base, the love factor in your marriage. See how you can grow it. See how you can water it, because love needs to be watered continually by gifts, by praises, by all manner of things. By the way you speak to one another, you water the love. You provide the foundation for love to actually flourish in your life and in your relationship. Very, very important. So sincere love is very, very important if that marriage must stand the test of time. The second thing that is very, very vital if that marriage will actually last is what I call genuine and mutual respect for one another. I'm not just talking about the woman respecting the man, but I want the couple involved, the 2 partners involved, to have genuine and mutual respect for one another. And that will come up in the way you speak to one another. It will come up in the way you attend to the needs of one another. It will come up in the way you carry one another in the journey of life. It will come up in the way you accommodate one another's opinion. It could come out in several ways. You don't respect someone if you use acerbic words on that person. You don't respect a person if you are able to, pour out his dirty lining in the street for all to see. You don't actually show genuine and mutual love, respect for someone when you carry his or her matter to the public domain. So, genuine respect, genuine and mutual respect is very, very important if that marriage must actually stand the test of time. I have seen so many couples over a period of time begin to, derobe themselves, begin to demean themselves and demean their entire relationship because they are actually using the wrong words, attending to the wrong passion, doing all manner of things as a means of, checkmating the joy of the relationship. That is not genuine respect. So for a relationship to actually stand the test of time, there must be genuine respect and genuine, mutual respect for one another. Important, very, very important. You don't take that for granted. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, there is a red button by my side. It is the click button. It is the subscribe button. Just click on it and get subscribed so that you'll be getting our productions from time to time, and then your marriage will be quickened as time progresses. So please click on it and get subscribed. The third thing that will be in your marriage for it to actually stand and fulfill purpose is what I call accommodation or compromise. not always standing, strong only on your own opinions. I have seen couples that they don't consider the opinion of one another. When they make up their mind, it does not matter whatever their partner says. It does not matter whatever their partner feels. Marriages don't work. It doesn't progress that way. If you actually want your marriage to actually make progress, then you must accommodate the views and opinions of one another. And if you discover that somehow the opinion of your spouse is contrary to yours, then there is a need for you both to sit back and look at your positions critically, and then be able to profile reasons why your position is stronger than that of your partner. Because unless you work together, the Bible says something, say, can two work together except they agree? If you are not agreeing, then you cannot work together. No marriage can succeed based on only a partner's opinion. As a matter of fact, if your opinion is always the right one all the time, then there is no reason for that marriage in the first place. So accommodation is very, very important. Compromise, the ability to stretch out and look and consider the opinion or the suggestions of your spouse, and then integrate it with your own opinions, and then create that kind of synergy, that kind of force that will bring a bigger result. That is what makes marriage triumph. So have it in your marriage, and then your marriage will succeed to the glory of God. The fourth thing that will always make a marriage to succeed, sometimes we don't consider that as important, but it's very, very important. And that fourth thing is great sex between the couple. I have said many times over and over that the sexual condition of a couple is what determines the health of their marriage. If you see a couple that is working very well, that is smiling, that is blossoming, that their relationship is wonderful, go and look at their sex life. Then they have a very vibrant sex life. Sex may be something that takes place. It takes only 5 minutes or 10 minutes of your time in a particular session, or it can take the whole night. But I can tell you that it oils the entire region of the relationship. So that a couple with a quality sex life will always be a happy couple. It's very, very clear for all to see. So I want you to improve on your sex life. If by any reason your sex life is diminishing, find out why it is diminishing. Possibly your mate or your spouse have gathered so much weight and is no longer as vibrant as he or she used to be. Then there is a need for that person to go through some aerobic exercises and trim up the body. Is important. If you discover that your sex life have gone down because your partner is too busy with other things of life, then you must try as much as possible to create a timetable that that puts sex in your relationship. It's very, very important. But don't take away the need for sex in your marriage, because a sexless marriage is a marriage that is doomed. I must tell you that. So sex is very, very important. Increase your sex life. Be always there for each other. Let your sex be warm. Let your sex be quality sex. Let it be something, a kind of relationship that you give yourself to your spouse and your spouse does the same. It must not be done just as a duty of love. No, it must be done as a way to enjoy it and actually, rejoice through it and have joy through it. It's very, very important. So look at your sex life. Don't push it to the background. No. Especially if you actually want to make success in your marriage. Once again, I want to remind us, click this red button, get subscribed to my channel. This channel, we already have more than 100 videos. If you go there, you will see videos that minister to the needs of your marriage. And as you begin to watch these videos, you will discover that the joy of your marriage will increase. The relationship between you and your spouse will be edified. It's very, very important. Just click on this red button, get subscribed, and let's take the fifth one. The fifth one that makes every relationship wonderful, the fifth and final one I want to give us, is appreciation and thanksgiving. I have seen so many couples, they don't appreciate one another, they don't celebrate one another. I have seen a husband toil all day and come back and never appreciate it. I have seen couples give gift to one another without receiving a commensurate gift. Appreciation is very, very important. When you appreciate a spouse for what he or she has done, She will be, encouraged on the inside. She'll be motivated to do more. If you encourage your husband, that husband will go all out to do more. If you encourage your wife, it is the same thing. It's a symbiotic thing. So, encourage one another through appreciation, through genuine appreciation, show of gratitude. It may not be, you may not show this by money only, by monetary means only. You can show it by your attitude. I mean, if, for instance, a woman that doesn't have money and you decide, well, maybe let me be taking care of the laundries of my husband. By the time your husband comes home and you discover that everywhere is fresh, oh man, that man will love you for it. If you decide, maybe let me cook him his best meal as a show of gratitude for the way he has been such a faithful husband, that's a way. There are so many ways you can use to actually show gratitude. But when there is no gratitude, when there is no appreciation in your relationship, when all the sacrifices you are making in the relationship is not being appreciated by your spouse, certainly that marriage will go down. And I want to let you know, if you actually want your marriage to stand the test of time, please learn how to appreciate one another. Learn how to celebrate one another. I have seen couples, at daggers drawn because they could not celebrate their marriage ceremony. They could not celebrate their birthday or the birthday of their spouses. They could not celebrate some important dates in the life of your husband or in the life of your wife. Learn how to celebrate them. That is how to show appreciation for such a faithful spouse that the Lord has given to you. So, appreciation is very, very important in marriage. I must tell you that. Next week, as we continue in giving some of these, some of these things, some of these nuggets, I want you to know that application is more important than just hearing. If you hear it and you don't apply it, then the entire video means nothing. But pick some of the things we have said in this video, begin to apply it in the daily exercise of your marriage, and you will discover that your marriage will blossom. Your marriage, the light in your marriage will begin to shine, and of course, your marriage will stand the test of time. I thank you very much for taking our time to listen to me. We have been doing this for the past 20 years, and I believe God that given time, we will do much more. So click this red button once again. Subscribe to our channel, and God bless you. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful time.